Hi everyone, my name is Katie. I'm the Business Development Manager here at Homes For You, and today I'm going to be speaking about routine inspections. If you are already a landlord or a tenant, you will be familiar with what routine inspections are. Essentially, the purpose of a routine inspection is for us to check for maintenance at a property, make sure everything's working that should be, that it's safe, but also to ensure that it's being looked after as it should be and there's no damage being made to the property or anything that's detrimental to the condition of the home. So routine inspections are conducted 3 monthly at our office, so you can only do a maximum of 4 inspections per year in Queensland. So every 3 months is quarterly, which is the maximum amount. So we always do the maximum amount of inspections possible per year on every property that we manage. Our first inspection we always carry out a little bit early than the 3-month mark. Now the legislation behind that is the following inspection cannot be any sooner than 3 months to the prior inspection. So our very first initial inspection for a new tenant can be conducted that little bit earlier. It's usually about the 8 or 10 week mark. Following that, it must only then be 3 monthly from there. So you've just got to be mindful of those time frames. We must give the tenants at least 7 days notice via a Form 9 entry notice for a routine inspection. We generally give them 2 to 3 weeks notice, just as more of a matter of courtesy. Plus we like to be organised in advance where we can. So when we conduct a routine inspection, the first thing we do is read the water meter. A lot of agencies don't do that. I have covered how we charge for water invoicing in another video, which you can check out if you want to look more into that. So obviously water meter, and then you're checking all the externals. So you're looking at the roof, the gutters, you work your way down the walls to the grounds of the property, so making sure everything's neat and tidy, that there's no rusting gutters, trees overhanging, anything that could potentially be an issue. Basically preventative maintenance is what we like to do at routine inspections. Inside, it's the same. We always start from top to bottom, work our way through, ask the tenants if they're home, if there's any maintenance that they've noticed. Look, they're the ones living at the property, so it's not always a visual thing for us to pick up on. So we always ask them the question, and they're usually really happy to show us anything that is of concern. Otherwise, it's a routine check of every room, making sure it's presentable, there's no holes in walls and things like that, God forbid, and that everything is working. And again, preventative maintenance measures where required. And that could be something as simple as just installing a doorstop on a bedroom door to prevent maybe a door handle going into a wall later on during the tenancy, because those things are just so easy to happen. So it's all of those sorts of things that we check. Some of the main points are obviously if a property has a pool, we're checking that there's CPR signs, that the gates are self-latching, the fences are all intact, the tenants don't have anything up against the fences, things like that, and stair rails and decking and all those sorts of things. We need to make sure that the property is as safe as possible because we have a duty of care. So those are the main purposes for routine inspections. It's not just a sticky beak at how a tenant's living. It's to make sure that everything's how it should be. Our reports are quite detailed. We have a report which details every room, as you can see here. Can't see the specifics, but basically it's sort of like the entry condition report, that it spans out for walls, ceilings, floors, all those sorts of things. We tick everything that's satisfactory. If it's not, we obviously write a comment of what the issue is next to it. And with all of our reports, we send photos of maintenance and overalls of each area. So that's a little bit of an example on one that I've done recently, just to give you a bit of an idea. And these all get emailed to our owners after the routine's carried out, so that they can see what we're seeing. We like to be as transparent as possible with our routines. So that's how we do it here at Homes For You. Hope that's helped fill you in if you're not already a landlord. If you are, you would have seen all these before. But it's always just good to show people the procedures behind that as well, because at the end of the day, you're only getting out reports. You don't necessarily know what's going on in the background. So hopefully that's filled you in. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.